Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Gooner Gathering. My name is Gooner Lee Lee Meadows. So tonight I thought I'd take the time just to talk a little bit about Mikel Merino and the importance of him being around the football club. So, of course, he joined in the summer from Real Sociedad, and some people might have had their doubts on his worth and why we're going for him. And of course, things won't help for him when he managed to break his shoulder on the first training session he had after a collision with Gabriel Magalhaes. That all being said, he managed to get himself back to fitness relatively quickly, I suppose. And of course, he managed to net his first goal for the club, if I'm not mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong, but he netted in the game late October against Liverpool in the 2-2 draw. Now, let's fast forward a little bit and go to Dubai, where on the back of Arsenal losing 2-0 in that Carabao Cup tie at St James's Park, the team went to Dubai for some training, maybe away from the public spotlight, if you like, after Kai Havertz managed to block apparently a free kick in training. He managed to pull his hamstring in quite a bad way, and he's obviously required surgery. There's a little bit of talk about the place that he might be around for potentially perhaps the second leg against Paris Saint-Germain in the Champions League semi-final. But so after that bit of training in Dubai, we were in the midst of quite a dull 0-0 draw against Leicester City until something around the 68th minute, where Merino came on a substitute from Raheem Sterling, where Merino managed to bag himself a brace, scored two really impressive goals, actually, for an away win for Arsenal. Not disguising, of course, the fact that we managed to lose at home to West Ham straight afterwards. I know that fact, but my point is that Merino came in, played for the first time in his career as centre forward at Leicester City, and managed to pick himself a couple of goals in that away win. Managed to, after that mishap at West Ham, after a little bit of a while, managed to net, of course, in that rout at PSV in the 7-1 win. Following that, of course, he managed to score a crucial goal, that flicked header against Chelsea in a 1-0 win. How crucial could that be in terms of qualifying and in an automatic Champions League place? And certainly, if we're not going to win the league, which obviously after Liverpool beating Leicester today doesn't look like it's going to happen, of course, it's probably arguable, probably quite rightly as well, that the league was long gone anyway, but my point still stands. Following all of that, of course, Mikel Merino managed to net that third goal after Declan Rice managed to bag himself a couple of free kicks. Declan was outstanding that night, but Merino managed to score the third goal, an instinctive finish from across from the left on that day. And that brings us forward today, where he was central to the assist today when we had that beautiful goal scored. Merino had that back heel flick to Gabriel. I've gone as far as this. I can't find Martinelli's name for some reason. Apologies for that. Oh, I've got there in the end. I just had a complete blank. But he managed to flick the ball. Martinelli managed to go in there on the left-hand side, and he managed to finish it off. So, yeah, that's what I wanted to say today. what is his future long term? I don't know, but I feel that today was probably a almost like a dress rehearsal, if you like, being that Thomas Partey is suspended for the first leg, the semi-final, a week on Tuesday against Paris Saint-Germain. I think today was a good dress rehearsal, if you like, with Declan Rice operating at Portman Road in that number 6 position. I find it interesting Merino was in his probably more natural position in midfield with a double goal scoring Leo Trossard today leading the line. Whether he decides to do that in the Champions League, obviously we've got a big game in the Premier League against Crystal Palace on Wednesday. There's a lot of time between now and the semi-final first leg, but it's probably something that Mikel Arteta had in mind, probably to potentially start Merino in that maybe slightly deeper role than he's been used to over the last couple of months. And importantly, it's probably it's great. It's very important to say that I think Trossard did himself no harm in scoring the brace that he did today. Anyway, that is all my opinion, of course. You can find me, of course, at Goonally Meads on X. You can find all the guys at Goonie Gathering. And all everyone needs me to say is enjoy the rest of your Easter. Thank you very much for watching the video. Please leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you soon.